Welcome. We'll give everybody a few minutes. Now, did you get this link from an email or from text?
Text.
Text?
Text.
Okay.
Text message.
Okay. Good. All right, so just give it a few minutes. I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes like usual. See who pops up. Welcome. Let me see one thing. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna just see. Y'all see what's on the screen, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
If I minimize this, be good. Okay. So, Michael, welcome. Appreciate it. Junaid, appreciate it. Welcome. So, got some things I want to say. So, as right now, we're trying to limit how many people we have come in person because there is still a pandemic. So, we're going to do it virtually and have students come in here and there, but we want to have space because, of course, we eat here and we take our mask off. And y'all know COVID is still running around here rampant. Right? And was anybody affected anything by COVID during this time? Break?
I ain't gonna hold you. I had COVID on my birthday.
You see? You see?
Threw me off, yo.
Uh-huh.
Almost missed Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here. You made it through. You know. Welcome, Galvin. Appreciate it. Most of y'all still on campus?
No.
Yeah? No?
No.
All right, it's okay. For those who are on campus, after I do this presentation, you can come down to N4 and we'll have some food for you. Okay? Somebody's calling. Yeah. You might want to go to the meeting. Evan, what's up? Welcome.
I'm Mr. Williams.
All right, how you feeling, man?
Doing all right.
Good. So I'm glad you're here. What's going on, Joseph? Yeah, I know. They played. Did they win or lose? Hmm. That was your first time? All right, you'll see him again. We're going to have a PA trip. Go somewhere. See you. Welcome. I'm just making sure everybody get in. I'm just giving a few minutes, guys. So welcome to our first spring meeting. Department.
I just thought of that. Oh, man. I met the leader of diversity and leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Right. His name is Kristen Gray. Went to HBCU, but I see him. Who here? Reverend. Right. I told him. So he's side center. Yeah.
Welcome, Joshua. Ela. Yeah. What, to edit out? Welcome, welcome, gentlemen. Yeah, you want me to stop this? Yeah, but I want to send the. I don't know if somebody's gonna ask for the link. Maybe that's why he called me. Let me just text it to him. So I feel like that's gonna start going on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome.
Excuse me, Dr. Williams.
Yes.
You called my name?
No, I said welcome.
My fault.
Terry? No, that was and I guess we'll just start. Welcome those who coming in. Welcome. So what I want to do is just welcome you back to the spring semester. Right? There was some things I want to talk about. Welcome. What's up, man? Share screen. Some things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to say is we had a decent semester. I left my notes running to get the food and stuff. Somebody got to mute themselves. All right. So I wanted to talk about, today we're going to talk about how may I serve. And before I talk about it, I just wanted to talk about the semester. We had a lot of students do exceptionally well. In total, we had about 70-something students from 2021 that had over 2.0 GPA. But that's not good enough. Out of that, there were 7 gentlemen who are freshmen here who had 4.0s. 7 total. That's good. But we should have 30 at least. All right? But in total, we had 70 people who had over 2.0. But then what that also means is we had almost 70 students that did not have over a 2.0. And we don't want to have that because your first semester messes up everything. So I'm talking about the freshman gentlemen. Come on in. Just sign in. Mr. Miller, give you the sheet to sign in. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute. So, take a seat. What's up? So, go to it. No, you go into your class. You go into your class. All your classes. So for the 2020, we had about the same thing. So what it looks like, and the same thing for those who started in 2019. So it looks like only half want to do what's necessary, but we want all of y'all to do what's necessary. So I want to share with y'all today some stuff. We coming up on Black History Month. This month we celebrated Martin Luther King's birthday, right? If y'all were working, you may have the day off. Some of y'all don't. Amazon didn't respect the black man, you know? No? Yeah, they still had you shipping and sending stuff out. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So the first thing I want to get into is this right here. So does everyone know who this gentleman is?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Game.
The game. The game, right? Now I'm going to share this with y'all. I want y'all to take down some notes. I want y'all to listen to something real quick. So you got to pay attention. All right? So hold on. What's going on, Mr. Hudson? Listen to this. Y'all can hear the audio? Can you hear the audio? Can you hear the audio?
Yeah, we can hear it. I can hear it.
Yeah.
All right. So check it out. I put the lyrics here too so you can see it. So y'all see it on the screen, correct? You see it on the screen?
It's just a gray screen for me.
Yeah, it's just a great
I see a
screen.
little gray.
All right, hold on. Let me pause it. Make sure. Stop sharing that. And I'll share this one. Here we go. All right. So now, since Frankie Beverly and Maze, as I days about the past, and the days in the past, he said, "I'm free, so I'm on free at last." So much that I don't even drink from a fucking glass. I'd rather find the first fountain I can, but do it fast. Didn't understand the dream for king, but do the math. Coincidentally, on your birthdays, I ditched your class, cause they done with me with chasing the cash, chasing the ass, low life with his face like grass. Ride home from school in front of a bus. Not even thinking about how Rosa Parks done it for us. How she stayed behind bars till she done it for us. And she stayed behind bars till she won it for us. Sometimes I want to give up or at least take a break. That's when I close my eyes and see Parade Scott's face. Sometimes I want to give up and at least take a break. That's when I close my eyes and see Parade Scott's face. Standing at the view, panoramic view of the scene and needed to do me some letter, read it to the king. You forever breathing your messages, never leaving. Some of your homies phones I suspect when I see them. Them sleazy bastards, some breathing past this church. Should never be allowed to ever leave a Baptist church in Atlanta. So people be patient, I know this get a friend. But I'm a street dude, normally I just speak rude. Martin Luther King, Martin the trooper, hate killed. Nobel Peace Prize winner, the duplicate your feeling. As a kid, I ain't relate with it. I was singing dream speech jokingly to the world. Awoke at me first, I thought you were passing. So I wanted to ask kids. I was young and honest. I was feeling Muhammad. I ain't even know the script. You had to have the march. You was more than just talk. You the first real brave. Listen. Feel like King be in us sometimes. Last verse is coming now. Nigga, it's nothing like nigga. Don't say no shit like game, like killer. One kick before the other, like aiming for the trigger. One slave for my brother. On his hanging, take a picture. The world may tighten up, he's still alive. Don't fix him, force your gasoline on. All his daughters, black bitches, make them pick cotton. While the mama cleaning up the kitchen. Same cotton and white tees, that's the cotton they should pick it. If not, King wants the day with Bill Gates marching. You know Obama, take part. Great minds think great thoughts. Pictures I paint make the Mona Lisa look like fake art. I feel the pain that Nelson Mandela just when it rains and pours. I need Rihanna's umbrella for the red Scott's teardrops. When she got the phone call that the future just took a fucking headshot. All right. I had to share that with y'all. So this is what we're talking about today. So why did I share that with y'all?
Was a message behind it?
What was the message?
You trying to say like,
There was a lot of stuff said in there. I did say take notes, man. This is
yeah, it was
practice.
a lot of stuff said.
I'll tell you what I think it might have been about.
Wait, one second. One person talking. Go ahead. Yep, that is absolutely true. Now, what you were going to say? Let me see who was talking. Say your part. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, I was saying, you know, when I hear the lyrics, I kind of could relate to it, how all of that been taken for granted nowadays. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. What the game say about the water fountain? Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Don't need to drink out of a glass. I need to find a water fountain. Because people have died for that. So in that, what else did you hear? There was a lot of names mentioned.
They mentioned Hillary Clinton. I think it was like a theoretical as to like how would these people today, what would they do in these times?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was still in class.
That's all right. Go ahead. Exactly. You was talking about, you were going to say something?
Oh yeah, I just ran into another member, so I'm telling him to join in.
Oh, okay. So these were all the names that were mentioned in that song. And I'm just going to ask, do we know who all these people are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know who Dr. King is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. What about Rosa Parks? Who was Rosa Parks?
Quiet states, bro.
Huh? She stayed on the
Did you
bus.
say that name again? Rosa Parks?
He was on the bus.
Yes.
Find somewhere quiet, bro. It's too noisy.
Who was Rosa Parks? You got she was on the bus. What else?
They told her to get off, and she decided she was not going to. I mean, if I remember the story correctly, I think the first couple of times she did get to the back of the bus, and then after that, she decided, you know what, she's not going to do it. And I think that's when the whole. Yeah, I do know that it happened a couple of times, though.
All right. So who's Coretta Scott King?
Martin Luther King's wife.
All right. Now, in Nas' verse, Nas said, I used to follow Muhammad. I believed in Muhammad more than I believed in Martin Luther King. So who's Elijah Muhammad?
He's a prophet.
Yeah.
Is he a prophet?
Somebody.
Yeah, he was a prophet.
Yeah.
No.
You said no?
He wasn't?
Yes, he is Malcolm X's mentor. He is the leader, founder of the Nation of Islam. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bill Gates, who's that?
A billionaire.
Founder of Microsoft. Well,
Yeah.
Right.
he's not really
They
the
also-
founder, you
Billionaire.
know.
They also reference Barack Obama, right? Who's that?
The first black president.
First black president.
Very good president, too.
Later. Obamacare.
Yo, can I say something though about how a lot of people are like Obama didn't do anything for black people, and like you realize that they blocked everything he tried to do.
Say that again.
Like a lot of people, they're like Obama didn't do anything for black people, or he didn't do this. And I'm like, you realize that he was in Congress at a time where nobody wanted anything to do with him. So there's a lot of things that they blocked a lot of his bills, a lot of his ideas, and then they just made it look. They just fed into the ignorance of the people because they know they're gonna say like, oh, okay, we elected this black man, he's gonna make things change right away. That's not what's gonna happen. And when Congress realized that they could make this man America's worst enemy, they did everything they could, and that's why you see so many people they'll talk bad about Obama. They say, oh, Obama caused this to happen, even though when he inherited the presidency, basically, or he won the presidency. It wasn't it wasn't his fault. He inherited all the problems from the previous presidency and tried to fix them. But the implementations that he tried to put out, they were blocking him. So a lot of black people think, oh, he's not doing anything for us, but he wasn't allowed to.
So you saying that it wasn't just some people get things confused and they really don't understand politics where it's just one person, they think he's the president, he gets to make the final decision and that's it. Right?
Right.
Now, in the song, what did he say about Obama?
I couldn't even hear it. I
couldn't hear that
in the class.
So why y'all ain't say anything? In the
Because I
song,
was
he
still in
says,
class.
in the song, he says that he knows Martin Luther King, if Martin Luther King was marching, Obama would join. And then he says, well, what would Hillary Clinton do?
Right.
So who's Hillary Clinton?
2016.
Wife of Bill Clinton.
And also a politician, right? She was the Secretary of State for this country.
Yeah.
Right.
Then he also says, my lyrics make Mona Lisa look like a fake piece of art. He said, draw a picture so well that make Mona Lisa look like a fake piece of art. So what is Mona Lisa?
It was a painting made by Leonardo da Vinci.
It's one of the world's most richest expensive paintings. It costs almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
Then he talks about Nelson Mandela. Who's Nelson Mandela?
Matiba, South African president. Matiba.
So give me a brief history about him.
Okay, so he was an activist. He was going against the apartheid system in South Africa. And Botha, I forget the name, I think it's Botha, I don't remember. He imprisoned him on false claims, tried to stop his movements. And for 27 years, an innocent man was rotting in jail for nothing other than just speaking up for black people.
And
in a black country that was ruled by white people. Could you say that again?
He came out and did what?
He became president.
Exactly. And then he also mentions Rihanna in the song. What did he say about Rihanna?
Anybody hear that part?
Didn't hear that part. But I'm gonna send y'all all. I'm gonna text y'all all the songs so y'all can listen to it over and over. Because Coretta Scott,
one from
you need an umbrella to cover Coretta Scott's tears. So what is he talking about when he says that? When she was crying from what?
Because Martin Luther King.
When he was assassinated, right?
Yeah.
And it's also a metaphor saying, hey, they did all that so Rihanna can come out here and sing songs like Umbrella. All right. And then they also mentioned Jesse Jackson. Who's Jesse Jackson?
He's a reverend. If I'm not mistaken.
He's a reverend. Oh.
Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Do y'all know he is a reverend? One of his famous sayings is, if you can believe, you can achieve.
Right.
And you are somebody. So that's why I got him there on that picture last. Go ahead. But when we pay homage to people, we got to really understand the definition of history. Because y'all said Rosa Parks, she's the first person to stand up, right?
She's
sit
not.
on the bus.
She's not.
Who? So okay, we got some folks in here know some history. So who was the first person?
Yeah, I forgot.
I don't know if she was the first, but like someone that did before her was this pregnant lady, right?
I thought it was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we learning here exactly.
I need to grab a.
This is the first person. This is the first person to get arrested for, or I can't say the first person, but the person who started the movement. Okay? Claudette Colvin. She's the original person who did not want to give up her seat on the bus. And she did it at 15 years old. And she did that. When she did that, she was arrested. She was a mother. And
okay, yeah, I was right.
Rosa Parks, yeah, you absolutely right. Rosa Parks did it. The NAACP decided to do the same technique, but get with someone with a better image in Rosa Parks. So Rosa Parks, what she did, yes, she says the story, she didn't give up the seat, but that was staged, that was planned, that was sophistication. It was a strategy to get national attention. Because when Claudette did it, you know, she had a bad image. And the reason why I'm highlighting this is because image means a lot. A lot. And this is coming from a black on black. They did not promote her or fight for her as much as they should have because she was a young mother. You understand?
Yeah.
That wasn't white people doing that. That was black people, but being strategic about it. So image, we got to remember that image a lot of times changes the perspective of a lot of things for individuals. So it's not necessary you can't be who you are, but you should be clean and you got to think and strategize. Go ahead, what you want to say? Okay. What do you think? Yes. Okay. Well, we gonna see for ourselves. Let her tell a story. She's still alive. She's still alive. That's why
You can
we
hear
gonna
it. You
hear
can
from
hear
her
me talking.
herself.
I can hear, but I can't hear the other person speaking.
I come with receipts. Y'all got to come with receipts. All right, you ready?
Yes.
You can see it, right? Everyone can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why these commercials be so long?
Man, listen.
Corny at that.
Yeah.
Should begin. Buy your car entirely online. We all know the name Rosa Parks, whose defiance on the Montgomery, Alabama bus became a turning point in the civil rights movement back in 1955. But chances are you may not have heard about this woman. Her name is Claudette Colvin. Most people don't know her story. As a teenager, she was arrested 9 months before Parks for the very same reason, refusing to give up her bus seat to a white person. The story is a very important part of our civil rights history, and now there's a new development that you'll see only on CBS Mornings. And when this happens, the national correspondent, you, David Beckham, has an interview, and it's got a twist, as only you can do. I've been waiting for this all morning. I can't wait for you to see this, and all of you. You don't hear about Claudette Colvin in the history books, but you should. She's now a great-grandmother, and for the past 66 years, she has lived with a criminal record. In what may be her final protest, she asked the judge in Alabama to clear her name by expunging her record. This is her story. As Gail said, you do not want to miss the surprise.
Gotta get the English class too.
It's very nice to meet you. Claudette Colvin spent most of her 82 years as a convicted juvenile who would go on to college, work as a nurse's aide, and has 2 sons. Do you think of yourself as an important figure in history?
No, I think of myself as a survival of the civil rights struggle.
Her place in the civil rights struggle began when she was 15 years old, the back of a crowded Montgomery, Alabama bus after school with 3 friends.
I was sitting in a section that was allowed for other people. My claim came. The bus driver.
It starts already. It started.
This is you and 3 others. So 3 of them got up.
Yeah.
And you refused.
So I refused. Because this wasn't an elderly white lady, this was a young one.
You're sitting there. Your classmates get up and move. What was going on as to why you refused to say?
I said I could not move because history. And I said, how is that? I said, well, I just felt as though Harriet Tubman was soldier of the truth and was pushing.
That happened 9 months before Rosa Parks was arrested, refusing to give up her seat on the government, overshadowing for decades what a teenager had so done.
And the traffic patrolman came to the bus and asked me why I wasn't sitting there. I told him I was sitting there because I paid my fare and it's my constitutional right.
Now, watching this interview from a nearby was Judge Calvin Williams. Today, he is the presiding judge of the Montgomery Family Court. And then what happened?
Lo and behold, 2 squad car patrolmen stopped and put the bus up. Came, they stopped, and he said, oh.
He invited the judge to listen in and hear Colvin's account of what the police did to her in 1955.
And he asked me why I was sitting there. And I was even more defiant. And I said, I paid my fare and it's my constitutional rights. He said, constitutional rights? No, no. And they put me in the squad car and then handcuffed me through.
Claudette Colvin was jailed, charged with disturbing the peace, breaking segregation law, and found guilty of assaulting police officers, clawing them with her fingernails.
They said I clawed the policeman, I kicked the police. I didn't do all of that.
Was it the one and only time in your life you've gone to jail?
Yes.
At the time I represented Claudette Colvin, there was no Rosa Parks case.
As a young attorney, Fred Gray, later portrayed by Hubert Lynn Jr. in the film Selma, took up her case. That's before he went on to defend Rosa Parks. In his book, he pays tribute.
The whole history of the civil rights movement may have been different, but for Claudette.
At the age of 16, she made headlines again as one of 4 plaintiffs in the lawsuit that would end Alabama's bus segregation in the landmark Browder versus Gale Supreme Court decision. When you won in court,
Yes.
you could sit in the front row if you wanted.
Yes.
And did you?
Yes.
But the charge of assaulting police officers remained. Fast forward to today. When Judge Calvin Williams in Montgomery, Alabama read her appeal, he expunged her 66-year-old criminal record.
And I'm no longer a juvenile delinquent at 82.
She was not present when the judge ruled. She didn't know his name. She didn't even know what he looked like. We have a surprise.
It was a surprise.
We have a surprise for you.
What is a surprise?
Someone would like to meet you.
Ms. Colvin, Judge Calvin Williams.
Oh, wow.
Judge Calvin Williams.
Oh, my goodness. Lord. Oh, my goodness.
On behalf of myself and all the judges of Montgomery, for my apology and justice that was perpetrated upon me.
Oh, this is a surprise.
So you didn't know that the judge who did this was African American?
No. I'm so proud.
The judge wasn't even born. Ms. Colvin refused to give up her seat on that bus.
When she did this in 1955, there were no African American judges in Montgomery. She stood up for right. And now I'm a beneficiary, byproduct of that. It's done to her.
Amen to that.
Amen to that.
Can I speak your name?
Yes, ma'am. Please do. So grateful.
Oh, David, she's giggling like a little girl. All morning when we said surprise, you won't want to miss something. I hope it lives up to it, but it did. It did.
And I'll
And I
have some
love-
tissues here in the second.
Yes, I love how she called on the end.
All right. And I also want to tell y'all too that y'all may not be aware, but Gail King does know about Project Achievement. And she has sponsored in Project Achievement as well. So y'all do know who Gail King is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oprah
Yes.
the new lady.
Oh,
So hold on 1 second, folks. Mr. Miller wants to say something. They can hear you. Come to.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
This is very emotional for me because I lived through this. I went to a segregated school from age 5 to 10 in Georgia. This was Alabama. Dr. King's church is in Georgia, but he did civil rights work in Alabama. The takeaway is this. This woman, this is one of the proudest days of this woman's life. So you guys, what you are benefiting from is what sacrifice this young teenage woman, girl, made, and 66 years later, justice was served for her. The key thing is justice was served by a young Black attorney who took the case. So what I'm saying to you guys, you could be that young Black attorney in some future case. And I want to say to you this, it's not a whole lot of difference between what happened back then and what's happening now. I don't beg often. I beg you, please be aware of your surroundings. Be civil when you're driving day and night so that we can see you the next day. And if nothing else, get your education, gentlemen. Some of you you did well. Some of you did well. Some of you playing. Guys, we don't have time to play. You don't have time to play. I'm going to end this on this note. You're in the first quarter of your life. You know about sports. I don't know what. You're in the first quarter. A lot of you, you're under 25. So from birth to 25 is the first quarter. Second quarter, 25 to 50. Third quarter, 50 to 75. I'm 75. I'm in the last quarter. But I'm not leaving right now. I just want to let you know. But if you don't get anything else from here, get the fact that you've got to take your education seriously. And I want to say this to you. Some of you know 15-year-old girls and young girls who might be single mothers now. This young lady had to do it. So encourage, you've got cousins, sisters, encourage them to get their education. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody wanted to say something?
Mr. Miller, what school did you go to in Georgia?
You said, what school did you attend in Georgia?
There's a little town, it's a Southview Elementary School in a town called Cordele, Georgia, and it is on the map. And there's a post office. It's on the map, right off of Route 75 South on the way to Florida.
You know where Stevenson is?
What do you say?
Stevenson.
Stevenson, Georgia?
No, Stevenson Middle.
Stevenson what?
Middle.
Middleton?
Middle.
Stevenson, Maryland?
Stevenson Middle.
You echoing. I don't put it in the chat so I can read what you said. Now, two things I want to share before we get out of here. The first thing I want to say is one of the things that's most important is reading your syllabus in your class. Y'all all started class yesterday, basically, or Monday. You need to read your syllabus. Now, there's a professor going around actually putting in his syllabus instructions for you to follow to get $50. Go to a locker. And nobody has picked up the money. It's made national attention because that shows how much people don't read. Your syllabus. He's giving you the instructions. And the main reason why this is important is because when you want to know how you're doing in your class, you ain't got to ask nobody. You know what you contributed to. Just look at your grades. You know when your assignments are due, do them early. That's what the syllabus is for. College is easy, people. College is easy. Right, Jason? Jason's one of those 7 with 4.0. You know? So college is easy. So I just want to share that with y'all because this is at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, if y'all want to go there. But at the same time, professors really giving at that. Nobody has claimed the money in years. Every class he teaches, he is the same syllabus. So that's just showing y'all, that's why these things are important. Information is right out there for you. And today I want to conclude with this because it's Martin Luther King's birthday month. And I want us to read this. When you come get your food, you're going to take it with you and share it with your family. You guys that's here, I'll give it to you now. But somebody can start reading this that's on the chat. Can you see it or no?
Yeah.
So who wanted to be the first person reading this? Because this is the message he left to high schoolers right before he died, 6 months before he died.
You want somebody to read?
Yes, please. If you can't see it, let me know. I'll make it bigger. But we got somebody going to read first.
I'll read.
What is your life's blueprint? 6 months before he was assassinated, King spoke to a group of students at Barrett Junior High School in Philadelphia on October 26, 1967. I want to ask you a question. That is, what is your life's blueprint? Whenever a building is constructed, you usually have an architect who draws a blueprint. That blueprint serves as the pattern, as the guidance, and a building is not well erected without a solid blueprint. Now, each of you is in the process of building the structure of your lives. And the question is whether you have a solid, and a sound blueprint. I want to suggest some things that should begin your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you're nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth, and always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have as the basic principle determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and as the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life work will be. Set out to do it well. And I say to you, my young friends, doors are opening to you. Doors of opportunities that were not open to your mothers and your fathers. And the great challenge facing you is to be ready to face these doors as they open. Ralph Waldo Emerson, the great essayist, said in a lecture in 1871, if a man can write a better book or preach a better sermon or make a better mousetrap than his neighbor, even if he builds his house in the woods, the world will make a beaten path to his door. This hasn't always been true, but it will become increasingly true. And so I urge you to study hard, to burn the midnight oil. I would say to you, don't drop out of school. I understand all the sociological reasons, but I urge you that in spite of your economic plight, in spite of the situation that you're forced to live in, stay in school. And when you discover what you will be in life, set out to do it as if God Almighty called you at this particular moment in history to do it. Don't set out to do a good job. Set out to do such a good job that the living, the dead, or the unborn couldn't do it any better. If it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures, sweep streets like Beethoven composed music, sweep streets like Leonati Price sings before the Metropolitan Opera, sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry, sweep streets so well that all the hosts of the heaven and the earth will have to pause and say, here lived the great street sweeper who swept his job well. If you can't be a pine at the top of the hill, be a shrub in the valley. Be the best little shrub on the side of the hill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or fail. Be the best of whatever you are.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for reading the whole thing. You ain't want to stop. It felt so good, right? It felt so good. At the end of the day, what is he saying? Above the damn line performance. That's it. So anybody have any questions or anything? But this is what I want to share with y'all. If you are
Professor Williams, I just came in. No, I'm late, like 46 minutes late.
It's all right.
It's Jamel Powell.
It's going. If we recorded it, brother, I'll send it to you later.
All right.
Word, I'm not gonna lie. That like even just hearing that was I really like that. Like, no, not you, Pop. Sorry. But yeah, I really liked what he read because like that hit different. Sure.
And this is 6 months before the man was killed.
That's crazy.
This was 6 months before he was killed. We say it at the top of the page. So, with that said, you want to say something?
I'm taking attendance for all the guys that were on today. Dykes. I don't know who Dykes is, but I don't who's because you had some people had slang names.
Yeah, Josiah Dykes.
What's up? What's up, Professor Slam?
How you doing, my brother? What's up, Josiah? Is it Josiah? What'd you say?
Nah, that's Jamel.
No, oh yeah, Jamil Powell. I got you. Dykes.
Josiah Dykes. That's me.
Can you spell that for me?
Josiah is the first name.
I said, can you spell it for me? Is that what a Y?
Yeah, I'm spelling it now. YOSIAH.
Okay. All right. So those who are on, if you want to come down to N4, we have some Chick-fil-A for you. All right. So if you're on campus, come get some Chick-fil-A in N4.
Y'all lucky I'm at work right now.
Look at Trevor. Say less.
On
All
the
right.
way, I need this food for all that workout, all the exercise I've been doing for the lacrosse team. I need that protein.
Don Blinds. Who's Don Blinds?
That's Romario.
Mario?
You're Romario.
Mario. Okay.
Well, y'all
Any
selling
questions?
Chick-fil-A?
Today is Chick-fil-A. Yes. Any other questions or anything?
At what building? Like what side of the building?
N4. N4 is right across from the Student Center. The door will be open. We got a project achievement sign right in front of it.
I gotta do a lot of homework.
Yeah,
Hey.
and I'm not sure where it is.
Do your homework. School comes
Why were we in
first.
person?
Every Wednesday, this is what we do. All
Elizabeth
right?
campus, right?
Wait.
Huh?
Elizabeth campus, right? Oh, Cranford?
Cranford campus.
Okay.
Wait, why weren't we in person today?
Every Wednesday I want cool.
We trying to be safe, but we gonna see what happens next week. All right? Because COVID is still running rampant, am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
All right. All right.
Definitely
Want everybody to be protected. School is important, but your life comes first.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so we'll see y'all. If you're on campus, come. Got my mask upside down. If y'all on campus, come. We'll be here waiting for y'all. All right?
All right, have a good day.
All right. We'll see y'all later. See y'all next week. I'm going to send you a recording for those who missed out.
Peace out.
Sorry about being
Are
late.
we gonna get another text message? Are we gonna get another text message next week for like a different link or
You
something?
get a text message every week.
Yes, every week. We're always going to text message you. Text message for good news all the time.
All right, perfect.
All right, take it, Dr. Williams.
All right, see y'all later.